Hi, my name is Lakota Denton. I am a personal injury trial lawyer in Asheville, North Carolina. And I want to talk a little bit about car accidents and the timeline of a car accident case. So I want to walk you through from the very beginning when you get involved in a car crash to when you speak to a lawyer, what your lawyer is going to do and how you're going to hopefully resolve your case as soon as possible. So the first thing that happens when you're involved in a car crash, obviously you're in a crash and you're at the scene of the crash. What do you do next if you're trying to make sure that you're going to be able to recover properly for injuries that were not your fault? First thing to do is to investigate the car crash while you're still there. Now obviously you're going to have injuries and you may not be able to do that. But you could have somebody come and help investigate, or you could call a lawyer immediately who can help and investigate. The first things that need to happen are you need to take photographs of all the vehicles involved. You need to talk to any witnesses that are there, including the other driver or passengers in any of the vehicles. And you need to find out the name of the police officer and get a copy of the crash report that police officer will probably fill out when they show up at the scene of your crash. You should call the police if somebody else hasn't already, if you're not too injured to do that, so that the police can come and make a record of your crash. It's very important that you have some kind of external record of what happened in your crash so that the insurance company can look at that later on. Now everything you're going to do is going to be trying to resolve your case with the insurance company for the other driver. Car accident cases always involve insurance companies. Your insurance company for your car and the insurance company for the other driver that caused the crash. So after you've investigated the crash or had somebody investigate the crash, you need to call a lawyer. It's very important to talk to a lawyer before you talk to any of these insurance companies. These insurance companies will try to get you to say things that could harm your case. Their job is to save money. It's not to pay you any money. They try to save as much as possible, and the one way they do save money is to take a recorded statement of you and try and get you to say something that's going to hurt your case. So contact a lawyer, let your lawyer talk to the insurance companies. Here's what a lawyer is going to do. First, the lawyer is going to investigate the crash, get the police report, get statements from witnesses, and get the photographs of the vehicles involved. That's the investigation process. Second, the lawyer is going to contact all of the insurance companies involved, and there could be 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 insurance companies involved, depending on how many vehicles are involved and how many insurance policies people have. Your lawyer is going to start negotiating with those insurance companies, and really the first thing your lawyer is going to do is say, I'm representing this person in a car crash, they have some injuries, I'm going to let you know when they're done getting all the medical treatment that they need. That's the first thing that'll happen. Now, the next step for you, if you're injured, is to go and get treatment for all of your injuries. If you have serious injuries, that can take months or even years. If you have relatively minor injuries, it could be weeks or months. During that time that you're getting your treatment, your lawyer is going to be requesting all of your medical records, all of your medical bills, and talking to your health insurance company or Medicare or Medicaid if you have them. So your lawyer is kind of in the background requesting all these documents and all this information while you're getting the treatment you need. Now I always tell folks who come that I represent, I tell them, your job is to go and get better and get the treatment you need. My job is to collect all the documents and all the information and talk to all the insurance companies so that you don't have to worry about it. You should only be worried about getting better and seeing your doctors and getting the treatment you need. Let me handle everything else. So that's the next phase, is you getting treatment and your lawyer requesting documents. When you're done getting treatment and you're feeling better and you're back to reasonably close to where you were before your car accident, that's when your lawyer steps in and starts talking to insurance companies. Your lawyer will get all of those medical records and bills and photographs and police report and witness statements and compile that into a big letter called a demand letter with all those documents, and your lawyer should send that to the at-fault insurance company who's responsible for your injuries and for the crash. You can recover, in a car accident, you can recover things for medical bills, money for medical bills, You can recover money for lost wages if you had to miss time for work. You can recover money for permanent injuries if your injury is permanent. And you can recover money for something called physical pain and mental suffering. This is pain and suffering that we hear people talk about. So all of those things are taken into account when your lawyer sends a letter to these insurance companies. I always give insurance companies 30 days to evaluate the letter, evaluate the claim, and I tell them if they don't respond to me within 30 days, then we go ahead and file a lawsuit. Usually they respond within 30 days and make some kind of an offer. So this is the negotiation phase. The at-fault insurance company will probably make some kind of an offer, and your attorney will talk to you about what that offer is, what it means, how much your medical bills are, how much your attorney's fee is, and how much you'll end up with yourself after all of these things are paid out. You can either settle the case for the amount the insurance company is offering, or if you don't like the amount they're offering, you think you can do better if you file a lawsuit, your attorney can file a lawsuit. Now that kicks your case into something called litigation when you file a lawsuit, and that's a whole different ball game that I don't want to get into now, because that's a long timeline that can take 12, 14, 16, 18 months. Most cases are resolved without having to file a lawsuit. And so the last step is to settle the case for an amount of money, and then your lawyer will pay all of the medical bills, pay back health insurance or Medicare or Medicaid, take an attorney's fee, and pay you whatever is remaining to resolve your claim. So again, just to summarize, car accident claims timeline is immediately after the crash, investigate the crash, take photographs, and get witness statements. Talk to your lawyer and get your lawyer representing you. Your lawyer will request all the medical records and all the medical bills as you're getting treatment. When you're done with treatment, your lawyer is going to compile all those documents into a summary of your medical treatment and a summary of the crash and what happened to you. Send it to an insurance company, give them about 30 days to evaluate it, and then finally you're going to negotiate with that insurance company and try to reach some kind of settlement without having to file a lawsuit. If you do have to file a lawsuit, that's a whole different ball game, and it takes a lot longer, and you can look up information about what that means or talk to your lawyer about what that means. Good luck. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I speak to people for free consultations about this stuff every day while I'm at my office. You can give me a phone call, or you can come and sit down with me, and I'll tell you if you need a lawyer, what this process looks like for you, and how I can help you on your claim. Thanks.